Welcome. Today's class is all about preparing for our peak pose, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Wheel pose requires significant mobility. This class will focus on opening the chest, stretching the triceps, decompressing the spine, and creating space in your lower back. We'll also activate the muscles around all of the key joints. So once you're ready, grab your mat, find a comfortable spot, and let's begin. We'll begin kneeling at the back of the mat. Rest your hands in your lap and close your eyes. Exhale wherever you are. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh it all out. Slowly circle your neck. Take your time as you move in one direction. And then reverse. Return to center. If you haven't done so already, you can blink your eyes open. Now circle out your wrists, moving in both directions, letting go of any tension. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, plant your right hand down, left arm reaches up and over, feeling a deep stretch along your side body. Inhale back to center. Exhale and repeat on the other side. Inhale back to center, reach up tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Now find your tabletop on your hands and knees. Gently shift your weight forward and back. Now rotate your hands so your fingers are pointing back. You can either be still or add some gentle movement if that feels good. And then flip your hands so your fingers are pointing in towards one another. Your palms are facing up. Gently press the top of your hands into your mat. And now return to your tabletop. Let's warm up the spine with a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale as you arch your back, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine, draw your chin down. Inhale as you arch. Exhale, round. Repeat this a few more times at your own pace. Return to a flat back. Keep your hips over your knees as you exhale and walk your hands forward, finding your puppy pose. Melt your chest down. Slowly lower down to your belly and inhale as you come into your Sphinx. Elbows are under your shoulders, your legs are engaged. Keep your neck long. Gently look over one shoulder and then the other. Repeating a few times if that feels good. Now lower all the way down to your belly. Plant your hands and exhale as you push back to your child's pose. and take a few deep breaths here, grounding yourself. Take your time as you walk your hands in and rise back up to kneeling at the back of your mat. Sit up tall. Inhale as you open your arms out wide, feeling the stretch across your chest. Exhale, cross your right arm under your left and find your eagle arms. Bring the backs of your hands or your palms to touch. Lift your elbows to about in line with your shoulders and actively draw your hands away from your face. On your next inhale, open your arms out wide again. Exhale, cross your left arm under your right this time, finding your eagle arms, lifting the elbows. Inhale, open your arms out wide and then reach them up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Make your way back to tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, raise your right leg up behind you. Exhale, step your right foot forward to the outside of your right hand, finding your lizard. Let your hips be heavy, feeling the stretch. To get deeper into your left hip flexor and quadricep, ground down into your left hand. Reach back with your right as you bend your left knee and grab hold of your foot. Gently draw your heel closer to your glute. Release your foot, plant your right hand back down, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee off your mat, hold here for a breath. On your next exhale, engage your core and step back to plank. Keep your elbows close to your body as you lower down to your knees and then all the way down to your belly. Extend your arms behind you and inhale as you lift up into your locust pose. Lift in your chest, arms and legs. Engage in your back body. Hold here. Exhale as you lower back down. Place your hands by your lower ribs and on your next inhale, find your baby cobra, using your back muscles rather than your arm strength. You can maybe try hovering your hands just above your mat to make sure. Now you can plant your hands and press down, finding your cobra. Lifting a little higher, keeping your elbows bent. Think about lengthening your spine and not compressing. Actively reach your toes towards the back of your mat. On your next exhale, press all the way back to your downward facing dog. Press your mat away from you. Reach your tailbone up and back. Your legs can be bent or straight, or maybe try pedaling your feet, pressing your heels down to your mat one at a time. Find stillness. On your next exhale, lower down to your knees and return to your tabletop. Inhale, raise your left leg up behind you. Exhale, step your foot forward to the outside of your left hand, finding your lizard. Let your hips be heavy. Again, option to add a quad stretch. Ground into your right hand. Reach back with your left as you bend your right knee and grab hold of your foot. Gently draw your heel in. Release your foot, plant your hand back down. Tuck your back toes and lift your knee off your mat. Hold here for a breath. On your next exhale, engage your core and step back to plank. Lower down to your knees and then all the way to your belly. Extend your arms behind you again, and then inhale as you lift up into your locus, lifting your chest, arms and legs. Engage in your back body. Keep breathing. Exhale as you lower back down. Place your hands by your lower ribs, and on your next inhale, find your baby cobra. Remember to use your back muscles. Again, maybe try hovering your hands. Now plant your hands back down and find your cobra. Option to stay here or find upward facing dog. Straightening your arms, lifting your knees off your mat. On your next exhale, press all the way back to downward facing dog. Maybe walk it out on the spot again if that feels good. Now find stillness. On your next inhale, roll through to your high plank. Exhale, engage your core, and then with control, lower down to your elbow plank. Holding here for a couple of breaths, feeling the full body engagement. Slowly begin to walk your feet in, finding dolphin pose, lifting your hips high. Widen your shoulder blades, press firmly into your forearms, and keep your spine nice and long. Slowly walk your feet back out, returning to your elbow plank. Then rise up into your high plank. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale, lower down to your knees and come all the way down to your belly. We're going to find some more opening through your chest here. Extend your right arm out to the side with your palm facing down. Bend your left arm and plant your hand. Slowly roll onto your right side until you can feel a stretch. Maybe bend your left knee and plant the foot behind you. Slowly return to center, and then switch sides. Left arm extends out this time. Roll over onto your side, maybe planting your right hand and your foot for support. Return to center. Now bend both knees, reach back and grab your ankles, and on your next inhale, lift your chest and thighs off your mat for your bow pose. try to keep your knees about hips distance apart. Root your pelvis down, broaden your collarbones. Now exhale as you slowly lower back down. Stack your hands under your forehead and rest here, taking a moment to relax. Let your spine neutralize. Once you feel ready, place your hands by your lower ribs and on an exhale, push back to your child's pose. Breathe deeply here into your lower back, creating space. Slowly walk your hands in, rising up to seated on your knees. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend your right elbow for a tricep stretch, placing your palm between your shoulder blades and either applying some gentle pressure to the elbow with your left hand, or there's the option to find a bind. Release, and then inhale, reach up. Exhale, find the stretch on the other side. Now release, inhale, reach up, your palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Swing your legs in front of you, and then slowly lower down to your back. Bend your knees, your feet are about hips distance apart, your heels are close to your glutes. On an inhale, press into your shoulders and your feet, lifting up into your bridge pose. Lift up through your hips, keep your knees parallel. Option to come further onto your shoulders, clasping your hands underneath you. Breathe. Keep lifting. Now unclasp your hands and slowly lower back down. Find your constructive rest. Bring your feet wide to the outer edges of your mat. Your knees can rest together. Maybe place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Relax here for a few breaths. Now we're going to move into our wheel pose, but there's always the option to take bridge again if you'd prefer. You can always keep coming back to this practice until you feel ready to try the deeper back bend. It's important to listen to your body. Treating yourself with kindness during your asana practice is a wonderful way to observe ahimsa, non-violence. If you are attempting wheel today, place your hands by your ears, your fingertips are pointing towards your shoulders, your feet are hips distance apart. On an inhale, press into your hands and feet, lifting your hips, chest, and eventually your head off the ground. Holding here. Keep breathing. On your next exhale, slowly and with control, lower all the way back down, one vertebra at a time. And then return to your constructive rest. Your feet are wide, knees resting against one another. Maybe place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. close your eyes. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. Relax your face. Soften your eyebrows. Unclench your jaw. Bring your arms out into a T shape. Your palms are facing up. On an exhale, let both knees drop over to your left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, drop your knees to your right, moving slowly. Inhale back to center. Repeat this a few more times at your own pace. Keep moving with the breath. The next time you drop your knees to your right, come back to center. And then hug your knees into your chest. Gently rock side to side, massaging your lower back. There's the option to take happy baby here, or any other pose that feels good. Once you're ready, roll over to one side. Breathe here for a moment. And then make your way up to any comfortable seated position. Maybe cross-legged in Sukhasana, or you can sit on your knees. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, twist to your right. Left hand to right knee, right hand plants behind you. Gaze back. Inhale back to center, palms touch. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale back to center, reach up tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Bow down. Thank yourself for showing up today, and thank your body for all that it can do. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Please check out the link in my description for a 45-minute vinyasa class where our peak pose is wheel. This class is only available to my website members, but you can try it out for free with a 7-day free trial.